What's going on, guys? It is your boys D and Ed back with another Locked On Wizards episode. Guys, I think it's time we be honest with ourselves. Completely honest. No more excuses. This Washington Wizards team is bad. They're terrible. They're a really bad basketball team. I'm not giving them any more excuses. They show me what kind of team they are every night. So me and Ed are gonna get into it right now.
You are Locked On Wizards, your daily Washington Wizards podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
What is going on, guys? It's time to talk about the Washington Wizards. This episode is brought to you by TrueBill. TrueBill is a new app that saves you money by helping you identify and stop paying for the subscriptions you don't want or need, and can even negotiate better deals on those you want to keep. I'm going to thank you all for making Locked On Wizards your first listen each and every day. We are free and available on all platforms. The Washington Wizards, they lost. Obviously, that's no shocker. That's no surprise. Ed said yesterday he wouldn't be surprised if they lost, and they did. I mean, the fourth quarter was terrible. It was embarrassing. 35, they lost the quarter, 35-16. It was pathetic. The point guard play was terrible. Spencer Dinwiddie, terrible. Raul Neto, terrible. I mean, it was awful. I can't really say Aaron Holiday only got 9 minutes. I don't know what to do with this team. And I'm done giving them excuses. I'm personally done giving them excuses. It's early and, chemistry. This team looks terrible. They look terrible. I mean, they're bad defensively. They're bad offensively. They don't make free throws at a good rate. They don't shoot the three ball. They turn the ball over. They foul a lot. I mean, the Kings shot 29 free throws tonight. What do the Wizards do well? Somebody please, what do the Wizards do well that we can say they can build off of this? They don't do anything well. They're bad at everything right now. And they've been bad at everything for like the last 15 games. I don't know. They've been terrible. I mean, thank God for that Pistons win in overtime, because what we'd be looking at, like a 7-8 game losing streak right now? And I don't know when they'll win a game. I do not know when the Wizards will win a game. Look at their schedule. They got the Suns next. My goodness. You talk about bad pick and roll defense. Good luck against Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton and JaVale McGee. I mean, it's awful. It is really bad. I don't know when this team will win a game. You got Phoenix next. Good luck. You got Utah after that. Good luck. You got Brooklyn after that. Good luck. Then you got the Knicks in New York. I'd say good luck to that as well. I mean, I don't know when this team will win the game again. They look bad. They look terrible. And I know I usually let you go first, but I just had to get them angry comments out off my chest.
Get it off your chest. Yeah, let it out. That's the best way to do it. You don't want to hold that in. You don't want to hold that. You got to let that out. Yeah, my bold prediction was that the Wizards would not get down by 20 points. That's how bad it is right now. That my bold prediction is that we will not get down by 20 points, because we were down by 33 against the Nuggets. We were down by 40, almost 40 against the Cavs at home. We've been getting skunked and ran out of the gym. We lost that fourth quarter by 19 points. The Kings put up 35 points. We put up 16. Spencer Dinwiddie, something has to happen, man. Seriously. And you said before we started, this is on Wes Unseld Jr. too, for allowing him to play 30 minutes. This is on Tommy Shepard as well. I'm calling everybody out. Everybody's going to get the smoke. Everybody's held accountable in this terrible skid. This is from StatMuse too on Twitter. In the last 16 games, we were 5-11, and we are 28th in defensive rating. The first 13 games, we were 10-3 and 5th in defensive rating. We are terribly defensively. And I talked about this last night. De'Aaron Fox, the athleticism of this team. We got a break. Doug Christie coached tonight instead of Alvin Gentry. No disrespect to Doug Christie. Marvin Bagley in health and safety protocols. Terrence Mann in health and safety protocols. So we got a little break tonight too. And we still got ran out of the gym in the fourth quarter. De'Aaron Fox, he put on a clinic on how to be a point guard. He put on a clinic on how to be aggressive. He put on a clinic and showed our point guards how to get to the rim every time. He made it look easy. He almost made Aaron Holiday fall. And Aaron Holiday was the best point guard tonight out of all 3 point guards. He only got 9 minutes. Spencer Dinwiddie, let's look at his stat score, his box score tonight. 4 points, 2 for 8 from the field, 0 for 2 from the 3-point line, 30 minutes, 4 assists, and 3 fouls. That's basically getting cardio. It really is. And he can barely move out there. He looks as slow as a snail. People are saying he looks like a 46-year-old man, which he does. He's moving around like an old man. He can barely get to the basket. He's barely aggressive. He needs to either sit down and rest. I don't know what's going on with the knee, or he needs to come off the bench. Something has to happen. They have to shake up this roster. And Bradley Beal, I'll give him some credit in that first half. I love what I saw from him in that first half. That's the Bradley Beal that we know for the past 10 years that he's been playing for the Wizards. That was the Bradley Beal that we want to see. The fourth quarter was pretty darn bad for everybody, and Bradley Beal included. I thought there was a lot of ISO ball in that fourth quarter. That's when it just started to get ugly. It was Bradley Beal down the court offensively every time. And Harrison Barnes, started to get hot. Harrison Barnes got hot. De'Aaron Fox cannot be stopped. We let Tristan Thompson bully us in the paint sometimes. It was inexcusable. This was a terrible loss. This might be the worst loss of the season, in my opinion. To be up that much, and I want to say the Kings went on a 30-9 run to end the game there. It was just inexcusable. We can't guard the pick and roll. We can't stop the ball at all from getting in the paint. We still can't shoot a 3, 5 for 24 from the 3-point line. Just terrible. We allow 68 points in the paint. And we talked about this. The Kings, they're one of the leaders in points per game in the paint, and they give up a lot of points in the paint. And we give up a lot of points in the paint per game too. We get a lot of points in the paint, but they just straight up bullied us towards the end of the game. I thought we got outcoached as well. And I like West, but some of the rotations are not working. He needs to sit some guys. And we just got outplayed tonight. We really did. And we got ran out of the gym. We could not stop De'Aaron Fox. I want to look at his numbers tonight too, because it felt like we just could not stop that man at all. De'Aaron Fox, 28 points, 10 for 16 from the field. Shot 1 3. So you know what he wants to do. You know he wants to go to the basket. Why are you pressing up on him? And Drew Gooden said in the broadcast too, why go under the screen? He's trying to get to the basket. He's one of the fastest guys in the NBA. And we're pressing up on De'Aaron Fox. So this man had the easiest 28 points I've ever seen in my life. Davion Mitchell taught a lesson on how to play defense. And this guy named Metu, who I've never heard of in my life. I guess I should do my research on him. He had 13 points and 7 boards. He made it look easy tonight out there too. Tristan Thompson had 15 points. That's inexcusable. I'm sorry. As slow as he is, he had 15 points. And like I said, he pushed us around in the paint. He really did. So this is not a good team. I don't think there's not many teams that we're better than right now. I think we're barely better than the Pistons. We're barely better than the Rockets. We're barely better than any of the bottom teams in the NBA right now. We cannot look at a different team and say that we're better than anybody in the NBA right now. We're just not a good basketball team right now. We're not playing good ball. We're not a playoff team. I said 50 wins, and I feel silly for saying that we could win 50 wins.
We said
that's not a good team.
We said the over on the 34 wins or 32 wins?
Yeah,
we look like Bulls right now.
Right, yeah. We really might not get to that 34. Vegas might have been. They're probably right about the 34.5.
Yeah, Vegas knows best. But I mean, because I gotta keep going, Ed. But I'm gonna let you get to our message first before I get more into it, because I can go.
Oh yeah, definitely. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Wizards fans, you've been hearing me tell you about Prize Picks for months. Have you guys signed up yet? Prize Picks is daily fantasy made easy. If you have not checked it out yet, you're missing out. I'm telling you, you're going to love this app for NBA and mixed sports pick'ems. The Christmas Day games are going to be off the charts and even more fun if you play Prize Picks. Prize Picks has the best NBA DFS prop game on the market. Prize Picks offers more NBA props than any other DFS prop operator and offers all the superstar players as well as bench players, only recording a handful of minutes each game. All of your users that deposit the user promo code will receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Just be sure to use promo code NBA. You pick 2 to 5 players and an over/under on their projections, and you can win up to 10 times on any entry, and it's just you versus the projected numbers. Personalized to your market or teams, Prize Picks allows mixed sports entries. You can take the over/under on Bradley Beal's combined points with under on Rodgers in the same entry. Use the award-winning app on both the App Store and Google Play. Entries can be made in 60 seconds or less. It's that easy. Go to prizepicks.com and use promo code NBA, or go to your App Store and download the app. PrizePicks is daily fantasy made easy. So, yeah, D, if you have anything else that you want to add to this game that you saw, I mean, we could just go in on this team because they deserve any backlash and any critique. They deserve it all, to be honest with you.
This team, they don't make any team work for any baskets. Like you said, I said this the other game about Jokic getting his. It was easy. And I said the same thing tonight. Fox getting his. It was easy. I got to watch De'Aaron Fox tear up my team while I got to watch Spencer Dinwiddie waltz down the court and walk it up. It looked like he's 46 years old. I mean, it's tough. Davion Mitchell, 13, easy. Harrison Barnes, 19, it was easy. Tristan Thompson, 15, easy. Metu, 13, was easy. Every game they play, the opposition is getting theirs with ease. There's no resistance. No resistance at all. I mean, another team shooting over 50% from the field. They shot 55%, almost 60% from the field in a full quarter game. That's insane. Who needs to make three-pointers against you when they could just get everything they need in the paint and in the mid-range with ease? Who needs to shoot threes? Why would I need to shoot a three against you? Who cares if we're hot or cold from three? Because we can get whatever we want inside. I mean, Wes Unseld Jr., I haven't really went on him yet, but I will today. The longer you continue to bring out these tough lineups, these rough lineups, not do anything with the starting lineup, the heat is going to start to go on to you, because at this point, you're allowing the bad play to continue that everybody is seeing. That is a continued thing. The bad play. The bad stretches. I mean, in my opinion, Denny Avdia should be getting 30 minutes at this point. Because, first of all, why not? Secondly, he's one of the better players on this team out of everybody. So I think he should easily be getting 30 minutes. But he's only getting 22. It's just, everything with this team is wrong. Everything with this team is wrong. I can't look at a team on a schedule and say, yeah, they're going to beat those guys. They're going to beat those guys. Every team I look at, even if it's like the Kings or the Pistons or the Magic, I'm like, I can see them losing. Right. I have no confidence in this team anymore. Zero. And it's all for good reason. They have shown us nothing. They have regressed to like at a crazy rate. They just fell off a cliff. And it's worse because it's on the West Coast. So us East Coast folk got to stay up at 10 p.m. and the game over at 12 o'clock at night to watch some garbage. It makes it even worse. When it's at 7, the game started at 7 and at 10. Okay. The game started at 10, end at 12 in the morning, and they suck. It's terrible. I don't get it. I mean, I don't know what will make this team better. Well, one, a point guard, actual point guard, and just better point guard play in general, because the point guard play is terrible. It's been terrible. And I think that's a really big factor for the struggle on offense, because any good team you look at that has a good team or it has a good record, they have good point guard play. They all have a good point guard or a great point guard, and they have really good point guard play. The Wizards don't have a good point guard. They don't have an average point guard. They don't have a point guard at all. They have somebody trying to be a point guard, right, but they don't have a point guard. So the Wizards, man, for them to miss, you trade Russ. Yay. Ooh, you got all this depth. Yay, you got off the contract, but you didn't replace the point guard. So you missed. It's looking like you missed. And I'm saying it's a miss. Mm-hmm. You missed. Is
that on Tommy Shepard?
Yes. It's on Tommy Shepard. You missed. And
don't forget he got the contract extension too. He got paid.
Yeah. Yeah. And you missed on one of the most important positions on the floor, which is the point guard position. One of the guys who's supposed to be the initiators, controlling the pace, etc. There is no pace with our point guard play right now. The pace for the point guard play is walk. That's it. Just walk. That's all it is. There's no pace. There's no balance. There's no flow. There's no anything from the point guard position. Nothing.
It's so bad that Trez was like, I'm gonna just do it myself. And you said it was the sloppiest fast break I've ever seen in a while. It was, but hey, at least he scored. It was better than what we got from the point guards that we have on this team. For somebody who went to actually push the pace. Denny pushed the pace a little bit. He threw an alley-oop to Trez. I was optimistic. I was like, oh man, the Wizards have turned the page. We're up by 10 points in the second quarter. We're up by 10 points in the third quarter. We're throwing alley-oops. Denny hits a fast break three. We got some fast break buckets, some easy buckets here. Kuzma made a nice little pass to Denny. We was moving the basketball. And then next thing you know, we just hit a wall. And Spencer Dinwiddie, he's hurting the team right now. I hate to just keep going in on him, but when somebody's moving that slow and slowing the team down, your liability defensively, he got burnt too. Because I just had a bad, because anybody that's athletic, that if there's an athletic point that can move around, Dinwiddie's burnt toast. We're just toast right now, and that's why I look at the point guard position like a quarterback. When you don't have a quarterback in the NFL, you have a mediocre quarterback. You're in for a long game. You need a point guard in today's NBA. Like you just said, every team at least has some type of decent point guard play, and we just don't have it right now. And that's why we're a bad team right now. It's not just all on Dinwiddie, but that's a huge reason why we're a bad team right now.
Yeah, I mean, the Kings ended the game on a 42-16 run. It's crazy. I don't remember the last point guard that's been this bad. Isaiah Thomas could at least score the ball. At least. I mean, he didn't play a lick of defense, but at least he could score. Right. I mean, I don't know what Dinwiddie can do right now. I don't know what he can do.
He was smiling towards the end of the game, too. I saw that.
Yeah. I guess as long as you got your money, that's all that matters.
Yeah, crypto. I won't say too much.
Yeah, so before we get to just some final thoughts and the Suns game is tomorrow, right? Yeah, and the Suns game.
Yeah, that's a point guard right there. Chris Paul, it might get
Yep, and the Suns game, we do have our message from a friend over at TrueBill. Is your ex still using your Netflix? That's what one woman found out after she downloaded TrueBill, which finds and cancels subscriptions with just a tap. TrueBill is a new app that helps you identify and stop paying for subscriptions you don't need, want, or simply forgot about. On average, people save up to $720 a year with TrueBill because companies make subscriptions hard to cancel. TrueBill makes it incredibly simple. Just link your accounts and TrueBill will cancel your unwanted subscriptions in one tap. And your TrueBill concierge is there when you need them to cancel unwanted subscriptions so you don't have to. TrueBill has over 2 million users and helps save them over $100 million. Like Matthew, who says, in a matter of seconds, I saved $660 for the year on my DirecTV bill, saved $120 for the year on my Cyrus XM bill, saved $840 a year on car insurance. Don't fall for subscription scams. Start canceling today at truebill.com/lockedonnba. Go right now, truebill.com/lockedonnba. It could save you thousands a year. truebill.com/lockedonnba. Once again, guys, I want to thank you for making Locked On Wizards your first listen each and every day. Wes Unseld Jr. in the post-game conference. He says he's frustrated. He says, and I'm reading a quote right now. He says, do we care enough to improve defensively?
It's terrible.
I don't even know if Dinwiddie's not a good defender. KCP has struggled to defend at times. Montrezl Harrell isn't a good defender. Raul Neto, he tries, but he's not a good defender. Davis Bertans is not a good defender. It's tough to be a good defense when you don't have a lot of good defenders. And it will be okay and more manageable if a lot of these guys were great offensively. Davis isn't great offensively. Had his best game of the season against the Nuggets, and then back to regular Bertans, 1 for 6 today.
Right.
Spencer Dinwiddie, there's nothing on offense. Milk carton. Montrezl Harrell is at least good and productive offensively. I can give him that. Raul Neto is hit or miss. He's hit or miss. And
Yeah.
lately he's been more miss than hit. It's just, I mean, it's tough. It's really tough, man. I mean,
Yeah, it is. And people are asking, is it time to hit the panic button? Honestly, it was time when we lost to the Cavs at home on Ludicrous night. I think that was definitely telling. It's inexcusable to lose that bad, and we've been getting blown out in the first quarter and second quarter. Tonight felt like fool's gold almost because we were
yeah.
playing well. But yeah, some things got to change. Tommy Shepard, Wes Unseld Jr. They got a lot of work cut out for them. I don't know if they got to make a trade to bring in a point guard or and once again I keep bringing on Rui and TB. TB's not going to be back until January 1st. They're not going to change. They're not the answer to this. Once they come back, excuse me, they're not going to change this team. This team is not going to be dramatically changed to be better. But I do feel like I know they're taking it slow with Rui, but honestly, Rui could. I think he should play because it's not going to hurt anything. I think his development. We don't want to rush him back, but I'm not going to touch on that too much because we don't know the full story. But yeah, this is a bad team right now, and like you said, the schedule is not favorable either. So I'm almost speechless with tonight. I really am because it's not going to get any easier tomorrow night. Chris Paul in Phoenix, and they won. Didn't they go on like an 18-game winning streak or something like that?
Yeah, they went on a crazy winning streak. It was a crazy winning streak.
To talk about Denny Avdia as well. Shout out to the people in Israel. I thought he had a solid game. I just want to see him finish layups and go up stronger. There was a point where he had an open lane on the fast break and he passed it back to Bradley Beal, and I think the ball went out of bounds. They call it travel, and that is on Denny. Denny needs to go up strong and finish. You're 6'9". He missed a layup as well, where I thought he could have dunked the ball, but he did have an and one finish. He did hit a couple threes. So overall, I thought he had a solid game, but he just has to finish strong. He needs to get in the weight room. They need to push him around so he can get stronger. Daniel Gafford, I thought he should have played a little bit more. I know he how many fouls did he have tonight? He had 4 fouls, so he just has to learn how to not foul. He just has to. I don't know what he's got to do, but he just has to learn to not foul. It's a problem, man. And I know he's learning. He's still young, but that's what's holding him back. I thought he played pretty well. I thought he had some nice dunks, 14.6 boards. He was on his way to a double-double. Montrez tried tonight. He still can't defend bigs on a pick and roll, but the effort, you can never really question his effort. He had 14 points. Denny had 15 and 5 boards, but yeah, man, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee is my bold prediction is JaVale McGee is going to have 10 points, 10 boards, and the 3 blocks tomorrow night. That's my bold prediction. Or Devin Booker might have 40. I'm going to say 40.
I think Booker's still out because I know Booker's been out for a while because I forgot what happened to him, but I think he got hurt in that Golden State game. The first Golden State game, I remember him being hurt because I had a bet on that game. So he hasn't been playing for a little bit. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be out. I'm pretty sure. So they'll miss him. Not like it matters, but yeah, he's out with a hamstring. He's been out with a hamstring injury. That's what it was. It was a hamstring.
Okay, yeah, he is out. So we're still going to lose, but we're still going to lose. But like I said, my bold prediction is JaVale McGee gets a double-double.
I'll say this before I start talking about the Suns game.
Mm-hmm.
Since these current Wizards, this has been the most unfun Wizards team I've seen in such a long time. I mean, even when the Wizards were bad, they were fun. I mean, because they were at least good offensively. They just sucked on defense. But they were fun offensively. They ran up and down the court. They scored a lot of points. It was a lot of high-scoring, close games at times. This is just bad. There's no flow on offense. They can't put the ball in a hoop, and they don't play any defense. It's terrible. It makes for a terrible product for the fans. This is so unfun to watch. It really is. So I hope they get fun. I don't know how they'll do that. Panic button has been pressed. So the Suns, my keys, I would say, man, I don't even know. Just do better in all facets of the game. Do better. Pray. I mean, just do better in all facets of the game, please. Those are my keys. Just do something good. Do something good. I mean, that's all I can hope for at this point. I'm not expecting a win. If they somehow find a way to luck into a win, or the Suns just it's an off night, or they're playing really good basketball and they find a way to win, perfect. But I'm not expecting that, and a majority of people aren't. So that's my keys. Try to do something good. Just try to do something at a good level. Bold prediction: they don't lose by 15 plus. They keep it within like 10, or they lose by like 12 or something. I'd say that's the bold prediction. But any final thoughts there you got to say before we end it off, or?
No, yeah, let's get some shut eye. It's 1 a.m. so we can get ready. We just want to thank you guys for watching and listening. Make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you guys who are already subscribed. Hit the notification bell. We just thank you guys for watching and rocking with us every day of the week.
Yeah, definitely. And once again, guys, I'm going to thank you all for making Locked On Wizards your first listen each and every day. Now, for your second listen, Locked On Bets, your daily one-stop shop for all your gambling needs. Locked On Bets, hosted by your boy Q, with expert analysis and insight from Lee Sterling. Well, guys, Sun's up next. All we can do is pray and hope.
Yeah. All right.